Hello. Um, yeah, sorry, I've missed doing videos for the past couple of days. I tried to do one yesterday, and I managed to record it and everything, and then it just wouldn't upload properly. I'm not sure why. It was the Wi-Fi was stealing. Um, yeah, it's been a cool few days actually. New Year's was pretty awesome. We went blackwater rafting, which is basically we went down into this cave network about 35 meters underground, um, and the guides took us down, and it was all we had sort of little mining hats on with little lamps, and we got to a point, and the guides just told us to turn them off, and the way was lit with glowworms. So it was kind of like the stars, and then we went caving through these caves, and then got on these sort of like rubber water ring things, and just got pulled along in this cave, pitch black. Um, because, like everyone had to grab everyone else's feet and just lie back on these rings and get pulled along in the dark. I thought I'd be like shit scared, but actually it was kind of relaxing. Yeah, it was pretty cool. And then after that, after we had the sheep shearing the other day on the Lord of the Rings tour, our bus driver said, "Oh, I'm just going to take you to this little place I know," and we got in this little shack by the side of the road with a massive rabbit picture by it. Yeah, and we got in, and there were these two crazy little old ladies, and they took us out the back, and they brought out this massive bunny, an Angora bunny. It's huge, and basically strapped it to this rack, like a bunny rack. Strapped both front paws, front paws one end and the back paws the other end, and then stretched it out, and got the sheep shearing thing, and basically sheared the rabbit for the Angora wool, well, Angora fur, I guess. Yeah, it was really weird, but apparently the rabbit loves it, so that's okay. So we did that, and then they gave us a little, demonstration on weaving the wool and that kind of thing. Yeah, they really love shearing stuff over here, which is interesting. Yeah, so I've got some pictures of bunnies on racks, which is cool. Yeah, I really need to upload some pictures actually. I should start doing that today. I'm just sitting in a pool bar in Christchurch, and I've ordered a tea, and I'm trying to drink it as slowly as possible so that I get as much time on the internet as I can. Yeah, so after the crazy bunny ladies, we went off and did some skydiving, which was really nice, really cool. About 12,000 feet this time. And after my last experience with skydiving, nobody died, so that was a result. I think that was good. Yeah, and then it was New Year's Eve in Taupo, which was cool. New Year's Day, we drove down to Wellington. Saw my grandmother in hospital, the same hospital where I was born. Kind of crazy. Yeah, it was a bit sad, really. My grandmother's quite frail. It's always a bit heartbreaking when you see, like, she couldn't remember things, and but she knew who I was, so that was really nice. Yeah, it was kind of weird, but it was good. Then sort of had a wander around Wellington. It's really nice. Again, more good pictures. And then today, I got the train from Wellington, well, the ferry across from the North Island to the South Island. It was an old P&O ferry, but they'd painted out, you can see on the side, they painted out Pride of Cherbourg, or whatever it was, but they forgot to paint out Portsmouth. So it's actually one of the massive big P&O liners, or Stena, or whatever they were. It looks like they've just sold them off to New Zealand. Yeah, which was cool. They were showing Up as well in the cinema, although I didn't want to pay $10 for that, so I just kind of went to sleep. And then came down on the Trans something Express, whatever, the big train that goes down along the east coast of New Zealand. It was amazing, some really cool views. It passes like the beaches on the east, just right by them. The train goes right past, and you can see all the seals and stuff like that. When the train pulled in, the first thing I saw were these two carriages with no windows on. I thought, oh my god, do trains in New Zealand not have windows? But it was fine. Like the rest of the train pulled up, and it's actually got 2 carriages at the end that you can just stand and take pictures from, which is pretty cool. Yeah, and then yeah, all the way down to Christchurch, which is where I am now. It's quite cool. The hostel I'm staying in is actually a jail converted, and it was still a jail up until 1999, and they've got sort of like all of the rooms are in the old cells and rooms like that, which is really weird, but cool. And they've got some of the original cells made up, to see how they were when they were in use, I guess. Yeah, so that's bizarre. So I've just walked into Christchurch, to like really, really cool city, really pretty. Yeah, and it's got a pub with free internet, so that's nice. Yeah, I'm a bit knackered. I've kind of been sleeping on and off all day, so I'm probably just going to head back there now and get some rest. I'm going over to Greymouth tomorrow on the train. It's going to go through the mountains, which will be really nice. Yeah, I started reading a book today. Surprisingly, it's the first one I've read since I've been out here. The only thing I've been reading other than that is just the Lonely Planet guide. So that was cool. And I got my new ukulele out the other day as well. So I need to start writing some tunes, I think, while I'm here. Yeah, anyway, that's pretty much what's been happening. I guess I should try and carry on drinking my tea now. Cheers.